unachiki manze say ODM yani you can just tell yani things are not just right yani.
I think they're still in denial, bro. Like I feel like they don't have direction vizuri.
True.
We'll talk about that in just a bit, but like you're right. I mean, we're expecting a lot of changes.
Yep.
Because first of all, most guys used to rely on Raila, for the political clout.
Yeah.
Just use his name and you're getting a position.
Yumtandika mara moja mbili, ukiko kwa sunroof.
Exactly.
And manzi you've gotten some good mileage.
Hey, what a guy, what a man.
Yeah.
But Elvis Tati, as you've heard, is here. He's the founder and CEO of Uamuzi. So Elvis, maybe you can tell guys what Uamuzi is about.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we can get into the business of things.
Beautiful. So thank you so much for having me again.
Yeah.
Even before I start telling people about Uamuzi, you're the first person who gave me an opportunity manze kwa radio.
Manze, you get.
And this is the third time you're doing this.
Vibes Radio Days.
Yeah, bana. And I'm so grateful, bana.
Correct, man. Yes. It's all love.
Yeah.
I'm here for the conversations and the value, bro.
True.
Yeah.
So, as you've heard, my name is Sitati Elvis. I'm the founder and CEO of Uamuzi. So Uamuzi ideally is a civic tech platform where we are giving the young people a safe space and an equal opportunity where they can be part of decision-making process at every level of governance.
Right.
Because to me realize, engagement is everything. And even as people throw around words like democracy, for us we say democracy means dialogue. There's nothing that can be done without dialogue. And now we are just trying to see how can we be able to use technology to be able to bring inclusivity and just to be able to bring as many people, especially the young people, into the decision-making table, because young people are very smart. We have very brilliant minds, and if young people are not given a chance to be able to express themselves, then we are killing so many brilliant ideas. So we need just to have, for us to be able to have an inclusive engagement. We've seen the beauty about technology, the power of technology, and I believe technology is what will be able to help us to be able to have a meaningful conversation.
Brilliant. I like how you put it. So let me ask you, from your observation of the country right now, what's your feel of political conversations and civic engagements as of right now?
As of right now, I think it has really grown. Especially now with the advent and the just technology growing, it has really right now things are really happening when it comes to engagement. Ata when you talk about change, recently we just had our two Kenyans who are abducted in Uganda, and you see the power of technology. People really talked and people really did their digital activism, and we were able to see change. And that's just one of the examples. And you see right now the temperature is really kicking in, especially now getting into politics. And I know probably we'll talk about the cybercrime bill later on, which is really trying to, they're really trying to mum people's voices, and which is not good. But I believe, Kenyans are woke, Kenyans are really brilliant, and these conversations are just starting.
It's interesting you put it like that, because I remember in the not so long ago, basically, let me put it like that, there was this narrative that young guys don't really engage politically when it comes to civic engagements and conversations. It's like we just tapped out. Most guys were disinterested when I said, even if Kevin, I've exercised my democratic right to vote, it's never really going to be our will. It's never going to be the will of the people. These guys are going to decide to do whatever in some boardroom.
True.
Right? So do you feel like that has changed as of now? Do you think we're actually going to see more younger guys engaging in political processes and civic engagements as per the expectations?
What I can say, especially from last year, let's just go back to last year during the Mandamano. You see, we saw young people really wanted to, first of all, learn about the finance bill. At the same time also, once you've already learned it and you've understood it, then how can you be able to disseminate this information so that other people can get to understand? And
correct.
People went as far as also doing it in mother tongue, so that watu wa mashinani pia waweze kupata information. And right now it's even getting bigger and bigger. When you go to TikTok, when you go to X, Instagram, you get all these conversations happening. People are now doing podcasts. People are now just, ukikuwa tu mtaani, you can just record yourself and just give your opinion. So I believe this is just growing. It's becoming bigger and better. And I believe now with the advent of digital platforms like Wamuzi, we just want to see how we can be able to now amplify these voices.
Correct, Bede. So, okay, let's go. Let's even talk about Wamuzi some more. Yeah, what inspired you to start Wamuzi for real? And what's the state of the of the engagement with Wamuzi as of right now compared to the last time we had a conversation?
Yeah. You know, when you talk about civic engagement, unfortunately, we only do this just before election. And you see, conversation are supposed to be all through. You're supposed to keep on engaging. You know, as we always say, the moment you stop talking, that's when you start fighting. And what inspired me is, you know, when you talk about public participation, Article 10 says that we need to do public participation. And it's unfortunate that, you know, living in a 21st century generation where now everything that we do is revolving around tech. You know, when you talk about public participation, we have to go and meet in person for us to be able to deliberate. And we realize that very few people, especially the young people, we are only there to be seen and not to be heard. So we decided to now use technology, digital tool, where now we can be able to, first of all, have a meaningful and continuous engagement, not just among ourselves as young people, but also with our elected and aspiring leaders. Because you know, we are supposed to, we elected our leaders, yes, but you see also, Article 1 says the sovereignty of the power belongs to the people, and the people can exercise this either directly or through their elected representatives. And we've been able to, you know, we've seen our leaders wametuangusha sana, especially when you tell them, let's do this, they don't want to hear us. So now we've now taken that initiative for us to be able to now engage among ourselves, but also now have as many voices to be able to now tell our leaders, you know, this is what we want as your constituents. Because ideally our leaders are there to serve us. And not them serving their own interests. And that is what has been happening in a long time. So since the last time I was here, I know the first time we had this conversation, that's when we were just releasing our app just before Mandamano. And we really used our app to do a lot of civic education, just to break down the finance bill, and also just to give our young Kenyans an alternative platform. Because yes, we're using platforms like X, TikTok, and what have you, but you know, we have to also use our own locally made, locally owned platform. Because for us, we are tailor-making our platform to be able to suit our own needs. But you see, for other platforms, because they're not our own platforms, they're pushing their own narratives or their own agenda. But now, us having our own platform, ours is very unique because when you sign up on Wamuzi, you put, other than just putting your personal details, you put your county, your constituency, and your ward. So what we've done is we've been able to decentralize this conversation so that not only can we be able to have a national conversation, but we can be able to scale down all this conversation all the way to the grassroots. That is the ward level. And during the sign up, when you put your county, constituency, in the ward, ideally we put you in groups where now you can engage from as low as the ward level. So at the ward level, you can engage with the area MCA plus everyone in your ward. At the constituency level, you can engage with the area MP plus everyone in your constituency. Then at the county level, you can have a county engagement in the group where you will have the governor, senator, women rep, and the president, plus everyone in your county. And then now we can be able to have a national conversation. Because now we've seen, for as much as we use a platform like X to engage, it gives us an opportunity for us to have a national conversation. But how can we be able to decentralize this conversation to the word? And that's where now Wamuzi comes in.
Nice. Let me ask you, how many users do you have so far?
So far we've just hit 5,000 mark.
Very impressive.
And the last time I was here, we were just about to hit the 3,000 mark. And this is because we've not done any marketing, because we've really been focusing on improving the platform. Because we realized that last year when we just released the app, and we got a feature by one of these media houses, we got more than 2,000 users. Instantly.
What?
And we realized that there are so many mistakes that we had made. And you see...
So, because guys were giving you guys feedback. Oh, interesting. Okay.
And you see, for such platform, user experience is really key.
It's true.
Yeah, because, you know, you'll get users, but mtu atakama ingie angalie your app, then they'll be like, you know, there's better things. But now what we've done in the last one plus years is we've really tried to improve on the app. So like the last time I was here, we on the app you could only upload images. Right now you can do videos.
Nice.
Some of these videos we keep on posting huko. Right now we've started even working on the live experience. So very soon people can also start going live on Wamuzi. We've also started the plans of how we will integrate a payment system. And also, so that is also things that also we've been working on. So we've really grown. And other than that, we've also, I know the last time I only had one partner. That is the EBU, European Business Institute of Luxembourg. They come in and give us a lot of courses to give to young people, from certificate to degree to even masters.
Wow.
Yeah, at a very good rate.
Good stuff.
Yeah, so other than that, we've really, recently we are part of now the Global Democracy Coalition. This is a coalition of a consortium of about 140 organizations worldwide that our work is to promote and protect democracy. And, we are just happy that at least now we are getting the visibility, and people are really looking and seeing the kind of value that we're bringing with our work. Recently, we just got accredited by IBC to help them do voter education.
Very good stuff.
What,
Elvis, your grind is dope.
Voter education, and also...
Nice. I like that.
Election observers.
Yeah.
And also, with the tech, it's easy for us to be able to now keep on educating people, because, like, for example, with our platform, we are using two methodology for the education. So we can educate people, like, all through, but also at the same time, we can educate targeted audience. So we don't have to just send you so many informations, but now we can be able to target this information just to be able to suit your kind of needs or kind of wants, or from the region that you come from.
So what about, because I know there's some youth, especially, or Kenyans in far-flung areas, who probably, due to lack of infrastructure, like, let's say, internet, maybe it's expensive, they can't engage in certain conversations. Especially digitally. Right?
Okay.
So, because if you're going to promote digital democracy, right, then these people definitely have to have access to platforms like yours.
That's right.
So how do you intend to address issues like those ones?
So for us, we saw this issue, but now what we are doing is we have a program where we usually go to campuses. Ideally, we go to campuses, one, to be able to empower young people to understand their civic rights and roles, ideally civic awareness. And at the same time, also, we try and also start the conversation with them, but we tell them now we can continue the conversation in Wamuzi. So this has really helped us to be able to talk to young people from across the country, because you see, these universities and colleges, one, they have young people from across the country. So once we believe that once we introduce this platform to them in these institutions, it will start growing organically amongst them, that platforms like Facebook started growing in these institutions. But at the same time, also, when these young people leave the institutions and go back home, they'll be able to also share this idea with their colleagues. So they'll be like sort of like our ambassadors. But also, other than that, people always say, internet, sijui simu. Let me ask you, do you know, even in your shags, I'm sure even sijui nani wa nani atakuwa na WhatsApp.
Somehow.
These people have WhatsApp.
Course,
And you see, there's a time I went to Oloitoktok to do some field work. And I realized even the people like the Maasais, you'll find a Maasai akona mulika muizi and a smartphone. These people are on Facebook, these people are on WhatsApp, these people are on all these platforms.
They're actually connected, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you want to tell me there's no internet. And at the same time also, you see, even when you talk about internet penetration in Kenya, it's really amazing. I think our internet penetration in Africa, we are the third best.
Oh, interesting.
So you can imagine, Kenyans are online.
But what about the size of the app? Is it because I know some people, apparently, I spoke to some guy, shout outs to, what's his name, Mark Kaigwa. He's got such an amazing platform. And he was telling me one of the reasons most people don't actually download local apps is because of the size. And on, okay, fine, the functionality is amazing, but you guys care, you guys in a space. So how big is it, man? Like, is that a concern from other people that you've maybe run into, that you've experienced?
To be honest, no.
Okay.
That is something that we've never experienced or gotten a feedback from anyone. But
So it's not so heavy. It's not
yeah,
like
it's not heavy. You know, I have a very good CTO. It's called Anthony Gakuru.
Okay.
And this guy is a genius.
Yeah.
So, you know, hizo ni vitu manze wananipanga na hey, you know, we don't have to do this, let's do this. So for me, I normally just give him ideas and he just now translates the idea into tech.
Yeah.
So these are things that he handles. And actually, it's something that he had told me about. Akaniambia, if we do a big size app, people will not download it.
It's true.
Yeah. And also, if people don't use it, probably you get people download it, but when it comes to storage issues,
correct.
Yeah, mtu ataingia hivi aangalie hii Wamuzi situmiangi. That's the first app atatoa. But now we've made it in such a way that it has a really small storage capacity.
Yeah. Brilliant. Let's take a short break, you guys. Alafu, when we come back now, we'll talk about some regional issues. We know whatever happened in Tanzania. Elvis Sitati right there is the founder and CEO of Uamuzi. We're talking about the power to the people.